So I think I actually know which event caused it, but it wasn't an event that was in a mod pack. And if I'm wrong, well, we're gonna find out when and if it happens. Though to exquisite taste with random item stats, which is gonna be interesting moving into our next character if the thumbnail that future Jordan uses is the thumbnail I'm thinking of now. But yeah, let's continue onward and I'll explain everything else later. Exquisite taste, by the way. Thankfully, we start off with a weapon, but we'll see. Pushing yourself and escape artist. I need to actually look at these perk packs because I forget. It's really easy to figure out what perks you have if you know the perk packs. But as we get into it, though to exquisite taste, random item stat, custom character. Yeah, by the same person who, or directed and written by the same person who did Higurashi and Umineko, and I don't want to butcher the name, so even though it's in Japanese, I just want to make sure I get the name right, which I didn't do with prior research. So, knowledge, dexterity, I was going to say the author's name. Light, second encounter, Tachi-san, maybe a second mystery check? 4 strength, 5 dexterity, 3 perception, 4 knowledge, 2 charisma. I don't know how much luck, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. Oddly enough, the hospital event does not allow me to check, so whoops. But as for everything else, oh my goodness, my tummy. But yeah, as for everything else, we do start off with a weapon. That does kind of warrant your stats being a bit lower, but yeah, now this crowbar is absolutely worthless. So unfortunately, we can't really do much else. So I guess we're gonna hope we get something good from the library notes. Not really. And we do have escape artists, but we don't have any perks yet, so Household Hell, Akamanto, Sailors, Coma, and Television. So let's find out. No free weapons, unfortunately. And this crowbar is absolutely used. 3 damage, 100 plus speed equals, you're not going to have a good time. The chance to hit could be 150, and they would not warrant it. Essentially 100%, but I mean, it kind of would warrant it. No, you have to do at least, even 6 damage isn't enough sometimes, so I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. I think I left the monument, so I actually don't have a weapon at all. So, I guess we'll take Akamanto now and see what happens. I could have stalled for a better weapon, but that's not what happened. I was supposed to actually enable History Club, so now we're in a lot of trouble. I don't even know if we... I mean, I was gonna say I don't know if he'd survive, but that's kind of hyperbole, an exaggeration. That being said, where do I want to go actually? I got so flabbergasted by the fact that the crowbar did 3 damage that I forgot all my mysteries. Aside from television, I'll set it in the mansion for now. We do have sailors at some point, but we could switch that later. Either way, we're going to be doing mansion investigations if and when we have sailors anyway. So really, I'm just looking at television. And yeah, we'll see. So hopefully one of these thingamajig, we have 5 luck. One of these events gives me a weapon. There are a few, I think. Unfortunately, yeah, if we don't get a single weapon, we're probably just going to do a crowbar throw turn. And see, let's stick with conventional medicine for now, because it's 1 doom. And we'll move on. Slowly trying to remember these checks. Also, yeah, we're rolling here. Nice 11 roll, but we're rolling here to try and get lucky. We have to get lucky at this point. The crowbar does too little damage for it to matter, and we're taking too much damage with the Thotu to do much else. Even if I wanted to kick here, it would not be for the best. 3 all. Yeah, we could brace, but still, 3 damage for bracing, because we get damage 2 on kick. Wouldn't be too great. 2 reason, 3 doom. And a whole lot of wishing. So we're going to use these library notes first, because we're going to take stamina damage anyway. Brainworms is interesting, but for the moment... Oh, that's handcuffs. That's not the library notes. And we throw them away, but funny enough, skin removal might be the best thing we have. I think yeah, 3 reason, 6 damage, and we pretty much don't have anything else we can use. We can take this, no, we can't take this in the face, so yeah, we just use skin removal once here. My next question is if we can even do a strong. It would be nice, but we can't. So no reason to take a risk here. Let's just crowbar. We don't need to throw the crowbar either, because this is doing 9 damage at least, I want to say. Unless I'm being lied to, but we're going to find out, aren't we? 9 damage. Yeah, and then we handcuff. And then we get time skip, but we're going to equip the Crestfallen Mask anyway. Hopefully none of these graphics break. It's happened before, but we'll see. We're going to take Reason, because hopefully we might... Well, not hopefully, but we might need to use skin removal more. Let me just make sure. So yeah, Mansion, Seaside, Hospital. We don't have Festival. So, and then Torture. We'll say Torture now. I say television in the first, like, 1 or 2 minutes of the video, just so that robots don't hurt me. But we want to take television third. Sailors is probably going to be last. I could try to throw away the crowbar and something else. That's why I wanted History Club, so I can grab an item to throw away in Sailors if we don't get another one. Then maybe I could have gotten the Torch, which could have been a better weapon, even though we have 3 Perception. If it does, like, 4 damage, I don't really care. That being said, we haven't leveled up yet, and we're running into another all enemy, so... Yeah, that's base -2 all damage. Maybe base -1, but the point is that +1 damage due to Harbinger, and then a +1 damage on top of that due to Ithotu. Which is why I'm kind of not being liberal with Doom, but I'm trying to make sure everything's okay. We have 5 dexterity. Nope. Roll to 7. It hurts so much. Yeah, actually, a broken bottle here would have been nice, but we didn't get that either, so... I'm shrugging in real life. We had, like... We had a few ways to get a bunch of weapons, but I forgot... I didn't do any of them. 3 stamina. We could eat this in the face. Basically take a lot of all damage. 3 all damage by use of skin removal plus this. So 7, 16, 13, yeah, and then I can do a thing next turn, so we're gonna do that. So we're taking -3 all here, but that's so that maybe we can level up. We're gonna level up at the end of the mystery anyway, but let's just play it safe here. So this is 9 damage, don't need to throw anything. And now we're on Encounter Lockout. We should be. I'm pretty sure Custom Mysteries count. And that's absolutely... meh. All things considered, I should have actually saved one of the voids, but it's fine, I guess. That's just gonna be something we use to throw, and yeah, we're gonna find out. On a random note, no, I'm not gonna be playing this game when it comes out because I have to spend my time and resources wisely. On top of doing other game dev stuff, so we'll just equip this. Maybe it procs someday. I thought Kendo Helmet and or Ritual Mask can proc on all damage, but we'll see. Running shoes would be nice because we need to. We're not going to get experience for it, but you want running shoes before this. Well, I mean, I guess it depends, but I would rather save Doom now than lose it later. I'm actually gonna increase. No, we're gonna increase Reason. If we get a bunch of stamina, then I will use the thingamajiggy. For television here, I think we're forced. I think it's a boss fight no matter what, so guess we'll find out. Shut the TV off for Doom. That's what we've been saving the Doom for. And this is gonna be an escape run, pretty much. Bosses, we're just gonna throw everything we can. Period. And we'll see what happens. Old Gods Forbid, I get double, that's stamina, I keep forgetting that. I keep thinking it's reason, like, oh, you don't pick up the phone, you lose Reason, because it's like, oh, who could it be? Nope. This is stamina too? No, Reason. 4 Doom, 1 Reason. And we keep moving on. Please tell me that's not all village investigations by now. Well, I guess we'll find out, so. Yeah, let's just switch this. I never know, right? I'm gonna switch this back at some point, but we'll see. Do I even break even when I do that? I guess we're gonna find out. That is nice. Was that a check? I didn't even check if that was a stat check, but I will take the stamina. We have an empty bottle that we're probably gonna throw, but we'll see. Wow, random item stats. Can I sell this? Nope, random item stats. Tell me the human skull sells for something. Oh, never mind, illicit. So both items that would sell for 1, both sold for 0, so I rolled a 25%. Assuming that there's a 50% kind of odds, but... pain... 2 charisma... Well, I guess the next question is we do this. So, we don't have prepare, so we just have to take out of funds in the face. We can trade off Doom. I don't want to. We're gonna do it though. But this is the end of the mystery anyway, so let's find out. We lose a strength check, get slapped in the face, and let's find out what happens. So, without further ado, I think we're forced to do this thingamajiggy. Yeah, we don't have anything. So, let's find out what we do. I don't... Yeah, we can't... We just do this. I think we get more... Yeah, so that gives me extra damage. So there's... the boss here has less HP, but we can't take any all damage. Thank goodness we still have skin removal, by the way. I think I can use it twice somewhat safely. And then 20 power, I'm going to gamble it here. So either we become a spectacle or we... Never mind, it's guaranteed. You don't belong in this world. I'm going to prep the crowbar just to get... Okay, 13 damage. So away we go. Ending B for our trouble, but hey. Blood Moon, so be it. We were usually doing prep normal anyway. That does hurt my desperate strong, but hey, now we can do this. Now, Survival Instinct is interesting, but we're losing stamina. Winging it is also not to our advantage because, hey, guess what? We have low stats. That's what Survival Instinct is for, but... we'll take stamina here, and then we'll just do some juggling. And now, so Sailors is definitely going to be last. No, Sailors is next, because we have Coma, and I don't want to bloof all my Coma. So, fourth mystery, 40% Doom is really, really good, but we want to be very, very careful here, because we could just end up dying to stamina reason. So, all things, so I can toss one of these two. I guess I'll toss the empty bottle. We do get a torch from it, so we were on timeline B, and that's... I mean, it's a bit faster. We'll take it, because I think that, yeah, 10 speed increase results in literally just an extra attack boost, but that can be the difference between victory and defeat. Is this real, by the way? It is, thank you. I should rest here for all intents and purposes, but we'll rest during Coma, just to maybe milk out the thingamajiggy. The restless bonus period. But we'll see. Yeah. So don't I have stealth here? I do. So we finally have the 1-2 punch, which oddly enough, so I've talked about not having pricks at the beginning of the run not being a good thing, but at least in the case of what am I trying to say here? In the case of the Escape Artist perk pack, or more specifically having stealth and running shoes together, benefits you a lot more later in the game when enemies do more damage, basically. Because on the fourth mystery onward, they do more damage, so there's extra worth now there. But granted, a small part of your runs you'll be on Katak. That's just 3 Doom, really. But yeah, on Katak runs, you get absolutely demolished because you can't run at all. Save for Pocket Knife, unless your character starts with literally two Pocket Knives, there's no point. So, and then yeah, with stealth and it's an and, no ors. With stealth and running shoes, you are essentially taking 3 Doom and getting 10 experience, which is more than you would get for some enemies anyway, which you take 2 reason damage and only get 8 experience, so meh. And with that said, so we know we have a light source, we don't have anything else, so we might as well just take that. Although we have 52% Doom here, so... Wait a second, that's not our last mystery. That's right, we have Coma left. Well, that was interesting, but nonetheless, we take Coma here. Now, if we had any other mystery, could have been bad. That reminds me, I do need to add a so by the next episode, I will add another mystery. I'll see if I add 2, but it's gonna be the one where you're driving through the forest at the end, maybe, possibly. But we'll see. Eat the pizza anyway. Nope, we get a curse. We get hunger for it. If we get a second hunger, cry me. Otherwise, wow, we didn't even get leadership, so... I should just take charisma here, just to be safe. You never know. You never know. All things considered, I should actually rest here, just to make use of Doom. The Doom that I have, anyway. Although if we take, like, Doom up to 80%, gonna be really sad. So yeah, let's just keep taking Doom here. That's perfectly fine. If we run to out of funds, we'll trade off Reason. But we'll see. But yeah, otherwise we just keep running here. Keep in mind, we've run from like 3 to 4 encounters, so we would be at 78% Doom here if it weren't for running shoes. Get out! I feel like I've run into that event twice at this point, but that's my poor memory. Oh my goodness. Well, at least I know I'm on encounter lockout in the hospital too. Not that it mattered, that was the last investigation, but you get the point. No bath, but it shouldn't matter. And away I go. So, we're only losing upwards of 4 reason, 9 stamina, but we're not even losing that much. So really it's just the Doom that I'm worried about, which I shouldn't need to be worried about. So this should be the run. So as I just mentioned, Escape Artist really saved me here. If I did not have Escape Artist, those last 4 encounters would have absolutely crippled at best and lost me the run at worst. So, if not, like I said, if it was on purpose that the character has low stats but has Escape Artist, then you want to be happy about that. It doesn't really matter. We have the Doom, we have the power. Keeping in mind here that, you know, all is not over yet until we get rid of Tachi-san here, but aside from a tragedy that could happen, and we do still have skin removal. Skin removal also doing a lot of carrying, by the way. But yeah. Now, I won't throw the Crestfallen Mask. We're not strong enough for that, but we can take a hit here and move on with life. So, yeah, without further ado, if you have any suggestions, what not, we can just get that wrong too. You know what to do if you want to support me, subscribing, making even just watching the video to its entirety or listening to its entirety will helpful. Comment and I usually try to reply. If I don't know how to reply, I'll just give you a thumbs up or something. Or I'll give you a thumbs up and like. But yeah, without further ado, thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye!